You know, my favorite book in this business that I've ever read is Relentless. I don't know if anybody's ever read that book, but it is my favorite book by far. It just talks about the grit and the grind and just never giving up. And if the I haven't found a better person to put on the cover of that book than Justin Patterson. Everyone goes through their issues outside of the field. I feel like Justin's all his issues inside of the field. Like how Twee had mentioned before, switching campaigns, 5 different campaigns, owners, really take a toll on a person, honestly. A really quick way to get burnt out is by taking the path that Justin took. Even though I did see you complain, Justin, I never saw you quit. It seemed like every time things got harder, you went harder, which I can't say for everyone that I know. It's very rare to see that. Even if it had a great chance of taking you out, you dove into the issues, you dove into the problems, and you handled them on your own. You pushed through whatever obstacle that was in your way, and I couldn't be more proud of you, buddy. I love the Tiny Titans. That's a great name that Twee gave you. But even though your worst trait by far, Justin, is being a Patriots fan, you're going to be one hell of an owner, and I can't wait to see what the kind of things you do in the future with our partnership. So congrats, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Hey! Thanks, bro. All right, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
Let's go.
Great. Franco with the you should DJ Franco. That's like the second gig, right? There you go. All right, guys. First off, thanks everyone for joining. Big day for our org. Never in a million years, once I joined the business, did I think I was gonna get promoted over the internet. But here we are. So, but I'm not gonna give any tips or tricks to ownership because there aren't any. I'm not gonna give you any motivational quotes because if you're on this Zoom and you're not motivated after this day, then I don't know what's gonna get you going. So if you don't know my journey, I'm just gonna kind of fill you in. So I was raised in a small town in West Texas. Everybody's seen Friday Night Lights, right?
Let's go.
Yeah. Booby Miles.
Yeah. Booby Miles.
Hey, so I've actually met that guy a couple of times. He's from Odessa, Midland area. I played basketball with his nephew. So he used to go to our games all the time. So yeah, growing up in West Texas, super small town, 4,000, maybe 5,000 people. I grew up with my mom. She worked off to give us everything we needed, not wanted. And I remember some times where we didn't have milk. My mom was like, we had powdered milk. Has anybody ever had powdered milk? It's terrible. Do not do it. But that's the kind of things that my mom instilled in me, is just never giving up, even when times are hard. So growing up, I played a lot of sports. I think baseball was my first sport that I went to, and never was I a natural at anything. I was terrible starting off at everything I did. I think what really got me to get better was just working my butt off and just outworking the competition. So, because of my size, I always had to figure things out. I always had to work harder. I always had a chip on my shoulder. So I grew up, I played soccer, baseball, I ran track, and then football as well. Yeah, I did play football, little slot receiver, right? A little Wes Welker, Patriots, right? So after junior high, I decided just to commit to one thing, and I chose the basketball route, right? So I would spend hours outside practicing, shooting, dribbling. Sometimes even in the middle of the night, my brother-in-law and my sister would come out and just, hey, get inside, you're being too loud. So the reason why I did have a chain net, right? So I was getting buckets, right? So sometimes I'll stay out there till 3, 4 in the morning, just shooting, right? So I was just always out working the competition when no one was watching. So committed to basketball, right? I was a 4-year varsity player, freshman, 3-year starter, at 5'1", maybe 100 pounds. So if that's being generous, actually. By my junior year, I was first team all district. My senior year, first team all district point guard, and one of 5 players in West Texas to make the all West Texas super team, and got invited to play an all-star game. So a lot of people, they don't know that about me. So yeah, I was a hooper. Kyrie Irving was my guy. After high school, went the college route. Growing up, you either go to, in West Texas, you either go to college and be a teacher, or you work in the oil field. So I worked in the oil field for about 9 years, guys. In 9 years, laid off multiple times. And I think 2016 was the last time I got laid off. And I was like, yeah, I'm done with this oil field life. I just wanted to live something where, I'm in charge of my own opportunity, and I don't have to worry about being a number. So moved to San Antonio to go to school for either x-ray physical therapy. Obviously didn't work out that way. I had put my resume everywhere, right? So, and then finally I got a call from Team 210, which our HR Vanessa. She said she liked my resume and she wanted to bring me in for an interview for sales. I was like, so after I hung up the phone, I was like, I didn't apply for that. So I decided to go in the interview with Nina, got hired in a pilot campaign, Time Warner Cable. My first day in the field was Cinco de Mayo of 2016. I was terrible whenever I first started, like god awful. I think my first day, I tell this to my guys all the time, I think I talked to like 13 people. So I was like, all right, outside of my comfort zone, right? So I wasn't making a lot of money on a pilot. And I was on the verge of quitting. I was like, yeah, this isn't for me, right? So I gave it a try. So I decided, I was going to quit. I was going to go in. I had a one-on-one with assistant manager at the time, and we started talking. And I mentioned to her that I was thinking about quitting, and she said, "Hey, this one-on-one's over. I'm not going to waste my time if you're already on the verge of quitting, right?" And then my competitive nature kicked in. I was like, "Cool, I'll show you." So, didn't quit. Obviously, decided, just to commit, right? In the span of a month, I saw 3 promotions. I saw Des get promoted to ownership, our assistant manager at the time, Monica, and then I saw Steven Jackson get promoted, all within a month. So I decided just to, close my back doors, right? I had my life insurance license. I was doing a little on the side to make some extra cash because, wasn't making a lot because I was terrible. It's just because I didn't commit, right? So I decided to commit 100% to the business. And the next week I made my first $1,000 check and then hired 2 people on my team. So my journey. So I've been with 6 different owners, 4 campaigns, Time Warner Cable, DirecTV, Spectrum, Reliant Energy in Houston, 6 campaign changes, 3 cities, San Antonio, Austin, and Houston. So there's really nothing special about me, guys. I'm just the average guy with an above average work ethic, and I cared for my people and didn't quit. Nothing ever goes as planned. You just have to adapt and do the damn work, because nothing's ever going to be given to you, especially with 2020. That was a real test for everybody, but I wasn't worried at all as long as I did the work and cared for my people along the way. So I've had some really rough times in the business, which has made me stronger. I've experienced a lot of things that even owners haven't experienced. So the only difference is I'm just battle tested. Now I have a client literally paying me thousands of dollars just to stay in San Antonio, which is pretty cool. So the moral of the story, guys, just don't quit, do the work, and then don't quit on a low. That's the easy way out. Nobody ever quits on a low, right? Try to quit on a high. That's going to be the hard choice, right? So I just want to say thanks to Jordan for always pushing me and developing the holes in my game. Taught me so much, which really helped me get to the next level. So can't wait to blow up your org and, just take over the San Antonio market and kick Credit Co out, right? We've been talking about that for a couple of months. Thanks to the recruiters in our business, and a special thanks to Abby Hands down, the best recruiter I've ever worked with. And thanks for keeping your word and getting me promoted like you said you would. So you're the real MVP. Thanks to my guys. My guys are just always down for whatever and believe in my vision. No questions asked. They know I would never ask them to do anything that I haven't done. So I can't wait to grow the Patterson org this year, but most of all, just help you hit your goals and change your lives. Finally, my family, the reason why I do what I do, my sister, Alicia, my brother-in-law, Marcus, thanks for always supporting me, even in the lows in the business. My mom, I think this is her first time using Zoom actually, so I never thought I'd see the day for that, which I said the same thing about Facebook, and now she is like addicted to Facebook. So Mom, thanks for always giving me the best advice and teach me how to care for people. Now you don't have to worry about money no more, I promise. And so I can't wait to, just change our family tree for generations to come and just get ready for a family vacation this year. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.